Good morning, YouTube. I hope everybody, whoa. Well, hello, beautiful people. I just got a new camera. I'm so excited. So I will be filming later today. I will be filming about my prep and 12 weeks out tomorrow, and I'm so excited. I just wanted to jump on here and say hi because I couldn't even help myself. I'm so excited. Just went into Albertsons and got my sugar fix for the day. And this lady's watching me. What is up with people watching me while I'm filming? This is gonna get so awkward. Oh, she's still watching me, whatever. So I got a Len and Larry's cookie. They're delicious. They're kind of a macro suck. They have 6 fat, 24 carb, 8 protein, but everything else I'm eating today is like super voluminous. So I just decided to go and get a cookie because I'm addicted to them. And then I also got my crack for the day. It's my white monster. I actually like the Zions better, the cherry lime, but they don't have any at Albertsons, and I didn't feel like going to the gas station because the cashier there is very creepy. So I got the sugar-free, 0-calorie white monster. Good morning, everybody. To be talking about my prep. So I'll be 12 weeks out in Friday. So tomorrow I will be 12 weeks out from my 5th show. Anyways, today it is about 7 o'clock. I got up and I got ready for the day. I went on a 30-minute walk around my neighborhood. I came back, I cooked some breakfast, and I prepped my food for the day. And yeah, that's about where I'm at right now. So I have a final at noon, so I'm going to go study for that. My hair is just pissing me off. I'm going to go take my last final of the semester. I'm so excited, and I'll be a senior in college. So close to being done, and then I have to work at 2, and then at 7 o'clock I get off of work, and I'm going to work out. I'm going to work back, and I'm going to do abs, and then I will do some cardio. So I just want to talk about a little bit about my prep. I'm going to go over everything with you guys. My starting weight, my starting height, my measurements, my training splits, my cardio, my macros. I don't really want to give you guys my macros just because I know that a lot of people might take them and just be like, oh yeah, I'm going to use those macros because they work for her, so they must work for me. But that is not true. My macros work for me and my body and where I'm at in my training. So let's get started with the video. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, so I am 12 weeks out as of Friday from the NPC USA's, and it is July 29th and 30th. It's down in Vegas, and I've already kind of started like a mini cut. I started like 19 weeks out technically, just kind of cutting back my calories and watching what I'm eating, cleaning up my diet a little bit. So I started at 165.6 pounds. Currently, as of 12 weeks out, I am 154.2. So I definitely lost like a lot of water weight in the beginning. It's not normal to lose like 10 pounds in a couple weeks. But the first probably 5 pounds were water. I think my cheat meal the night before I weighed in the first time was like a massive pizza and some cookies or something like that. I am 5'9". I'm 20 years old, and I actually will be turning 21 in like 25 days or something like that. On the 28th, I'll be 21. Anyways, I did my measurements this morning. So my waist at the smallest point around is 25 3/4. And then my waist, not right around my hips, that was 32 inches. And then around the biggest part of around my butt was 40 inches. My biceps, my little baby biceps, are 11 inches around, not flexed. I didn't do it flexing. And then my quads were 22.5 inches around. So looking pretty good. I did get my body fat percentage tested yesterday. Let me go grab that really quick. Okay, so, oh, hello. At 12 weeks out, and I will get it done at 6 weeks out, and then probably like 2 weeks out or 1 week out from my show. My body fat was at 19.9, which really isn't bad. I would have liked to see it a little lower. Again, with skin calipers, I did get it done at the local gym that I work at by a trainer named Dolan, and he's the bomb. I love you, Dolan. And it was just a pinch test, so I mean, there's definitely about 6 to 7% of inaccuracy or room for error with the pinch test, the skin caliper test. So at 6 weeks, I want to be at about 15% body fat, and then hopefully the last 6 weeks I can knock it down to 10 to 11 to compete, which is really extremely low, but competing is an extreme sport. So for my training split for this prep, I do not have a coach. I just want to remind everybody of that. So whatever I'm doing could be right. It just works for me. I mean, I just do it because it works for me. I like to do my first like heavy leg day on Saturday because I usually don't have time on Mondays during school and stuff like that. So Saturday I do anterior legs and abs. So I focus on the quads, full leg, glute. I mean, I always include glute exercises into every leg workout. And then Sunday, I always do shoulders and arms. So I do bis and tris. And then I do cardio on Sundays as well. So I do 3 days of cardio. I'll talk about that later. Monday, I do posterior legs. So I do the back of my leg, my hamstring, and glute focus work. And then I do abs as well that day. And then Tuesday, I do, let's see, back and bis. Wednesday, I do hip, glute, and plyo exercises. So I kind of do like accessory work, a lot higher rep, lower weight kind of stuff, just to work on the little parts of the glute and the leg instead of big compound movements. Thursday, I do shoulders, chest, and tris. And then Friday, I do back, and on this back day, I like to do more like deadlift style movements, full back, lower back. And I'm gonna scoot back a little bit. Okay, there we go. Okay, as for cardio, again, I do not want you guys to take this as like Bible and use my cardio. So my cardio is 3 sessions a week, and I just have to burn 234 calories. So that is specific to my deficit. I like walking at an incline when I'm tired and lazy, because as long as I'm burning the calories, it doesn't matter how I burn the calories as long as they're getting burned. And I like the stair stepper. I think I'm on the stair stepper a lot at my gym, and I really like it. It just I don't mind it. I know a lot. Okay, so as far as my macros and my diet is concerned, I do 5 low days a week of carbs and 2 high days a week. So kind of 2 like mini refeeds. The first 5 weeks of prep, or my mini cut, I was doing 6 days low and 1 day like extremely high. And I just couldn't handle the amount of carbs. I was supposed to do it on like a day where I was exerting a lot of energy. And by the time I'd get to the gym, I was so tired from eating so many carbs. Like my body just wasn't used to it, and it wasn't really like handling it well. So I lowered that down, and I did it, instead of doing 1 like massive refeed every week, I do 2 smaller refeeds every week, which actually I like better. I've just been doing it this last week. So I usually start my week on Saturday, and I do a high carb day on Saturday when I do legs, and then I do a low, 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 and then I do a high on Wednesday for hips, glutes, and plyos, and then I do a low, low. So I do 3 low, 1 high, and then I do 2 low, 1 high, and then I just repeat that over again. So as long as I'm getting 2 refeeds within the week and 5 low carb days within the week, I'm good to go. So my current macros for my low carb days are 160 grams of protein, 156 grams of carbs, and 47 grams of fat. For my high days, I actually lower my protein a little bit, increase my carbs, and keep the fat the same. So I lower my protein down to 140, I raise my carbs up to 234, and then I keep my fat the same at 47. I might tell you right before my show what I'm at, just so you guys have an idea of how much lower they actually got. I just don't want anybody to think that my macros are gonna be beneficial to their success. I kind of want to talk about my last prep a little bit. I didn't really have a good experience post-show last time, which is actually really common for people. I kind of had a bad rebound and I gained a lot of weight. Usually I am really good about learning from others' mistakes, and I'm like, I'm never gonna post-show rebound. That's never gonna happen to me. Like, I'm the exception. And this is like one lesson I actually had to learn for myself. And I'm glad that it happened, because now I know how horrible I can feel after a show if I don't take care of my body. Because really, it's about taking care of your body. And but I didn't think I'd have a problem with it, and unfortunately I did, and it really gets to me that I couldn't control myself. But it just shows that it can really happen to anybody. Post-show rebound and depression is a very real thing. But I think the cause of it was the fact that when I dieted for my last show, I had not competed in so long that I did a 12-week prep, but I cut my calories so hard and so low that I think I was just exhausted. I was coaching volleyball, I was going to school full-time, I was working full-time, I was working out like 3 times a day, which is ridiculous. So I think I just wore myself out completely. I'd be going from like 4 in the morning till about 10:30, 11, usually 12 at night with homework and stuff like that. And that's not good on your body when you are putting your body under so much pressure already just by training and competing. So I think this prep, I'm finally at a healthy mental state. It took a while, but it's about the process, and I'm really excited to go through this prep this time and have a healthier mindset. There are struggles and there's joys in prepping. It's an emotional roller coaster. So I'm going to try and share all of that with you guys and be very transparent. I want to talk about the food you can't eat and the sacrifices you have to make. And as a college student, I know about those sacrifices. I mean, you cannot drink when you are prepping for a show. You cannot go out to eat at Taco Bell with your friends at 2 in the morning when you're prepping for a show. So it's not always going to be sunshine, rainbows, and unicorns. It's just not. The outcome might seem that way. People might make it seem like an extraordinary thing. And I know I have made it look like an extraordinary thing, because competing is in itself an extraordinary thing, but the process up to it is not always fun. Motivation to compete. I do not compete for validation from others. I do not compete because others tell me I look good or that they want to look like me. That is motivating, but I do not compete for that reason. I compete because I'm a very goal-oriented person. I love competing with my last best self. So I love trying to beat myself every day in the gym, with my diet, always progressing, getting better, and see yourself excel in something. And it's really something to be proud of, and I don't think people really realize that when people are posting about themselves on social media and maybe posting their body. Some of them could be doing it for attention, but for me it's more like, I worked my ass off for this and I deserve to be proud of it, and I don't think that's something to be ashamed of. I'm not posting things about myself to be like, look at me, I look amazing, you need to tell me I look pretty. I do it because I'm proud of my hard work, and I want to share my information with other people about how they can achieve their goals, even if it's not in fitness. Anyways, I am going to go eat as usual and drink some water and relax and edit this video, all that. Anyways, I'm done rambling. I just want to say that I love you guys. Have a wonderful Thursday, and I will see you guys in the next one.